"Hey Bruce, why are you selling that watch? I thought you liked it." Well, here's the honest truth. I don't just like the watches that I have in my rotation. I love them. And here's where I differ from the average watch enthusiast. I have no problem mercilessly and without regret axing amazing watches that I love and replacing them, with other watches that I love that I'm really excited about. And eventually those watches will be mercilessly axed and flipped to make way for yet more watches. Some people call it an illness. Some people call it an addiction. This is how I enjoy this hobby, experiencing a vast amount of watches that I'm really excited about. Unlike most watch enthusiasts, I don't form emotional attachments to my watches. I mean, I have a couple sentimental pieces like this one. This will never be sold. But for the most part, it doesn't really matter to me if I am selling an amazing Beatmaker limited edition Seiko or a lovely high horology Vacheron Constantin Overseas 4500 V in blue in stainless steel. They're just watches that I love, that I like trying, and then I like moving on from. So, we're trimming, or not we, I'm trimming my collection down, and I'm going to share this in the video today, talk a little bit about it. I seem to do this maybe once or twice a year, and I kind of find it therapeutic, as silly as that may sound. You might be identifying with me right now. You might think I'm totally crazy. That's totally fine. I don't really mind either way. But, it's kind of like doing spring cleaning. You're decluttering, you're downsizing, and in some cases, you're upgrading. I know some watch enthusiasts like to do that. They like to downsize, get rid of 3 or 4 watches and get one more expensive watch. I'm kind of looking at doing that right now. So right in front of the screen, you guys can see a few watches. Most of them are mine. This one's not mine. This one's Random Rob, but I just thought it looked so cool. I had to put it here in frame on the table. I can't fit all the watches in frame. I was at around 3 watches for a good year and a half, and I really enjoyed that number. I thought I had more enjoyment in the hobby. I didn't feel as stressed, and each watch was getting worn frequently. And then I ballooned. I went up to about 18 watches. I think I'm approaching 20 right now. Some of them I just don't wear, but that's too many for me. It might sound small to you. That's totally fine. This hobby is fairly relative. So we're going to be paring down the collection, and I'm going to put a few watches up for sale. And I guess if you're interested, you're welcome to reach out to me. I pride myself on just being the lowest available price online. I want you to get a good deal. And I like just smooth the transaction. So let me kind of shift some things here on the table and make room in frame for the watches that will be, I guess you could say, getting axed, getting flipped. And before we do it, let's do a wrist check. I am wearing the Speedmaster Professional Sapphire Sandwich with the 3861 movement, new bracelet, absolutely lovely watch. And for the moment, this one's safe. A month from now, we'll see. But for the moment, this one's safe. So let's start with a G-Shock, guys. This is the GMW B5000. This is the full metal square done in titanium with a DLC treatment and then a laser applied camo print. And so this one, let's keep it in focus. This one is the very coolest titanium square, I think, on the market. Some people like some of the other color iterations. I think this one is the most attractive. And I've taken this hiking, I've taken this camping, I've taken this rafting, and I swear I cannot find a single hairline wear mark anywhere on this watch. Whatever Casio is doing, they're doing a phenomenal job. So this one is just in perfect condition, and this will sync to the atomic time once every 24 hours. We have an LED system here, backlight system, and it's Bluetooth compatible. All of the watches that I have will be full kit, full links, full tags, booklets, box papers. They will come directly from the brand or from an authorized dealer. I don't have any gray market stuff here available, just so you guys are aware. Now let's talk about 2 watches that are exactly the same model. This is the Zodiac Super Sea Wolf World Time Limited Edition with the silver sunray dial and the red bezel on both of them. And Bruce, why do you have two? Well, let me tell you, it's actually a pretty cool story. And I hope Zodiac is not embarrassed. They shouldn't be, in my opinion. But first I got this one and I filmed a review, and it was just set to go live when Zodiac realized, because I sent them the video beforehand as a courtesy, they realized that Singapore on the bezel was misspelled. It was a misprint. And I actually think those kinds of things are awesome. They make the watches more collectible. And I don't think it reflects poorly on Zodiac. Mistakes happen. I mean, take a look at the Air King that got through Rolex's quality control. And I'll just let you guys Google that one. That one was hilarious, and I wish that I had it. So this one has a misprint. I have sized the bracelet, but it's all included. It's in great shape. This one they sent so I could refilm, reshoot with the proper spelling of Singapore, and you guys can see the stickers are still on the bracelet. I haven't taken this off. It's essentially brand new. So both of those are available if you're interested, and I'm kind of expecting the misprint to be the one everybody wants because, man, I think that's the one that I would want, excuse me. All right, here's a couple divers. I'm going to start with this one. And I already know some of you guys are going, no, Bruce, not the Marine Master. Come on. You've bought this watch 5 times. What's the matter with you? Hey guys, I hear you. This is an amazing watch. This has an 8035, which is a Grand Seiko base caliber. It's made in Japan alongside Grand Seiko. Best hand design for a diver on the market. Lovely, highly texturized dial with a sunray finish. We have amazing lume. We have a ceramic bezel insert that's loomed to the 20 index. And this one is truly limited. Man, I can't seem to keep this in focus. Forgive me. This one is truly limited, number 110 out of 300. It's an awesome watch, but I'll tell you my issue. It's because I bought this one. Every time I reach for a Seiko diver, I want to wear the Sumo. It's more comfortable. I just like it. Even though this is a nicer watch, I'm wearing this and I'm not wearing this, and that always bothers me when I have watches that sit and don't get worn in rotation. So anyways, the awesome Marine Master will be available. Now let's go to the last watch. This one I bought directly from Random Rob, who bought it brand new. This is the Seamaster Professional white ceramic wave dial with the black ceramic bezel insert on the bracelet. I have a few other straps for this too, some Zealand and an Artem. Again, box, papers, links, all of that stuff. This one is an awesome watch. Great value, I think, for a luxury diver. But it's not being worn as much as some of the other watches, like the Hulk. I mean, this one, I know some of you guys just hate, but this is an awesome watch. So I'm going to start with these 5. Everything else is safe for the moment, but I will be making some more cuts. And if you're interested, here's how I would like to do pricing. Go online, find the lowest available comp price. I know some of them are like brand new, but you can consider all of these pre-owned, full kits, all of that stuff. Find the lowest price online, and I'll go lower. I know they're selling for around $3,000, around $4,000, around, $1,200, around $1,000. Find the lowest price. I'll go lower. I want to be the most attractive price online and get you guys a good deal if you're interested. If you're not interested, no worries. This is just a little ramble about, trimming down the collection, moving on from awesome watches and getting other awesome watches in. And that's what I'm really looking forward to doing. I have my eye on a few pieces, like most of us here this fall, that I hope to be adding to the rotation. And so I need to be making some room. Again, I've got way too many watches. My goal is to get down to about 6, which is going to require some pretty big sacrifices. And it might take me a few months to get down to that number, but I'd like to be at 6 when all is said and done. And again, that's just how I enjoy the hobby. So thanks for watching today, guys. Let me know if you have any questions. Again, reach out. My email is in the description, and have a good one.